Hi, my name is Patrick Reagan. Welcome to the Printers and Multifunction Devices series of videos where I go in depth with printers, scanners, and multifunction devices. The first video of the series is called Type of Printers, where we explain the different types of printers and their characteristics, including dot matrix or impact printers, inkjet printers, laserjet printers, thermal printers, and 3D printers. For those who are going to take the A+ exam, there are practice questions toward the end of the video. If you like this video, click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel. A printer is a commonly used output device that prints text or pictures on paper. Today, they usually connect using Ethernet network connections or USB port. Some printers support wireless connections, including the 802.11 Wi-Fi connections and Bluetooth. Impact printer or dot matrix printer transfers ink onto the paper by pressing or striking pins or wires against an ink ribbon. The printhead moves back and forth on paper and will create dots that will define the images and characters. The more common number of print wires are 9, 18, or 24. When you have more pins that can produce more dots, you have more detail. The printhead usually prints left to right and then right to left. If printheads start to overheat, it will only print left to right to give the printhead more time to cool off. The speed at which the printhead can place characters on the page is its characters per second, or CPS rating. The disadvantage of dot matrix printer is noise. Some offices may place the printer into an enclosure to reduce the noise. This slide shows the printhead, the ribbon cartridge with the ribbon that is in between the printhead and the platen. The ribbon itself is hard to see in this picture, but you'll see another picture of the ribbon soon. The platen is a roller which provides a firm background for the printhead wires to strike against. Dot matrix printers are the only printers that can do multiple part forms using impact printer paper or forms. These have multiple layers, which are useful when you want to make sure that the content is the same on all pages, including when initials or signatures are added. Some printers will support 80-column paper, which is the standard 8.5-inch by 11-inch paper, while other printers will support 132-column paper, which is needed in some industries. Dot matrix printer will often have a tractor feed that is used to pull the paper with the holes on the side of the paper. To separate pages in the part of the paper with the holes, the paper is perforated. The tractor feed supports continuous paper feed. The holes must line up evenly on both sides for the printer to operate correctly. The most common maintenance tasks are to feed paper into the printer and replace the ribbon. Eventually, the printhead will also need to be replaced. To replace the printhead, you should refer to the printer manual or vendor website. Generally, to remove the printhead, you would power off the printer and allow the printhead to cool. Be careful, printheads can get very hot. If necessary, remove the printer cartridge. Most dot matrix printers would you press the release lever or button that allows the printhead to be removed. Some may require 2 or 3 screws to be removed. After you remove the printhead, you install the new printhead, and if necessary, reactivate the lever or install the screws. You would power on the printer and test the printer. The thermal printers create text and images by applying heat. It is widely used in manufacturing, warehousing and distribution, e-commerce, logistics, and retail. They tend to have fewer moving parts, and they don't need liquid inks or powder-based toners. They often last longer and work more reliably than inkjet printers or other printer types. Unfortunately, the printers offer less variety in terms of color. Thermal printers can be divided into direct thermal and thermal transfer printing. Direct thermal printers use special thermal paper that is sensitive to heat. An image is created where the heat is applied, whereas white paper that's sensitive to light and turns black when heated. Direct thermal printer uses a feed assembly but have a relatively small paper path. These printers are very quiet. This paper is sensitive to light and heat and abrasion. They are often used for short-term applications such as paper receipts, mobile printing, and some shipping labels. They are commonly used as ticket printers, receipt printers, and lottery tickets in retail outlets and gas stations. Thermal transfer printers use a thermal transfer ribbon, or TTR, that provides a more durable image on a broader range of substrates. As the label and ribbon moves under the printhead, the elements of the head are rapidly heated and cooled in order to transfer the ink off the film onto the label. This picture shows the inside of a thermal transfer printer. This picture shows instructions on how to load the ribbon and paper. Most common maintenance tasks include replacing the thermal paper, which is relatively simple, and cleaning the printhead and heating elements. Use isopropyl alcohol or pre-moistened thermal cleaning swabs and compress air to clean thermal printhead and rollers. You can use a cleaning card to clean the head and paper pathways. Follow electrostatic discharge or ESD procedures. You should also check the feed assembly and remove debris from the printer and paper path. Inkjet printers works by spraying small droplets of ionized ink onto a sheet of paper. Inkjet printers produce high-quality print, black and white in color. Color printers will have multiple colors. Most will have up to 4 cartridges: cyan, magenta, yellow, and key. Key usually means black. Colors are combined to make other colors. Inkjet printers are quiet. They are relatively inexpensive, but proprietary ink cartridges can be expensive. Images would eventually fade. Ink cartridges can also clog easily. Output could have streaks or sections of missing color. Many printers automatically clean every day, and the cleaning process can be started manually, which only takes a few minutes. When installing a cartridge, you'll have to pull a plastic tab or tape to release ink. Recycling empty inkjet printer cartridges is beneficial because it reduces landfill waste, conserves resources, and minimizes pollution. By recycling, you help prevent cartridges from ending up in landfills where they can take hundreds of years to decompose and release harmful chemicals. Additionally, recycling allows for the recovery of valuable materials like plastic and metal, reducing the need to extract new resources and decreasing energy consumption in manufacturing. Inkjet cartridges can typically be reused or refilled anywhere from 1 to 6 times. Refill before the cartridge is completely dry. Store unused cartridges in a sealed bag to prevent drying. Use high-quality ink that matches to the brand and model. Poor quality ink can clog printheads or damage components. Clean the printhead periodically if reused multiple times. Signs you need to calibrate an inkjet printer is when lines start to appear slightly unclear or fuzzy, or if the color starts or stops before they should, or if the color seems off. Printers will usually self-calibrate and attempt to print a test page when you install a print cartridge. You should refer to the printer manual on how to start a calibrate session. Laser printers, including copy machines, use an electrophoto or EP process to form images on paper with toner. They produce very high quality print and offer fast printing speeds. They're capable of printing almost any text or image. They have complex moving parts and requires on-printer memory to process images. Toner is the material that's transferred onto paper and melted onto the paper, which is an extremely fine powder made of plastic resin bounded to iron particles. Iron particles react to electrical charges, and the plastic resin has a lower melting temperature. Color laser printers use 4 cartridges: cyan, magenta, yellow, and key, also known as CMYK. Again, key usually means black. To transfer an image, laser printers go through 7 basic steps: processing, charging, exposing, developing, transferring, fusing, and cleaning. A mnemonic to remember the order is: people can't expect dummies to fix computers. During the processing phase, the printer builds the entire page in printer memory. During the charging phase, the main current wire charges the photosensitive drum with negative voltage. Note, the color printers may have up to 4 drums, 1 for each color to charge. During the exposing phase, the image is formed on the drum by a laser. Where the laser hits the drum, it removes the negative charge. During the developing phase, the toner is transferred to the drum on areas where the drum is charged. Next, the toner is transferred to the positively charged paper, which occurs during the transferring phase. During the fusing phase, the toner is melted onto the paper while providing pressure. The fuser actually operates at 175 degrees Celsius or 347 degrees Fahrenheit or hotter. Lastly, during the cleaning phase, the photosensitive drum is cleaned to remove any residual toner in charge. As was mentioned before, the laser printer needs memory to store and process current print jobs. Black and white printers should have 32 or 64 megabytes of memory. Most color printers will have 128 megabytes or more. If you have more memory, you'll be able to load and print more sophisticated pages and to load multiple documents in one sitting. You can also see superior quality printing and faster output. If a laser printer lacks sufficient memory to process a print job, it may display an out-of-memory or memory low error. You may only get partial pages printed or jobs may be canceled. You may be forced to delete the print job if you want to continue to print. Dry toner and empty toner cartridges are considered non-toxic. They may be disposed in trash, but it's recommended to recycle cartridge. Recycling places can refill cartridges at least once, with estimate ranges from 3 to 6 refills. Eventually, the drum will wear out. If you're reusing cartridges, use a trusted remanufacturer. Replace key internal components such as drum and rollers as needed. Don't reuse until failure. Watch for early signs of degradation such as persistent streaks or print defects even after cleaning or leaking toner. OEM cartridges from HP, Canon, Brother, and so forth tend to have a higher reuse potential than third-party ones. You should avoid storing toner or toner cartridges in direct sunlight or extreme temperature. While I mentioned that dried toner and empty toner cartridges are considered non-toxic, you should avoid breathing in or getting in eyes. To clean up spilled toner, use a damp cloth and/or special vacuum cleaner made to clean up toner. Toner particles are microscopic, which can easily pass through the filters of standard household or office vacuums. Using a regular vacuum can blow toner back into the air, making the problem worse and creating a respiratory hazard. If toner gets on your clothes, wipe it off with a dry cloth. Since toner has a low melting point, you should not use hot water. Instead, use cold water. When replacing a toner cartridge, you should begin by, to prevent installation errors or printer damage, ensure the cartridge is the correct model. Every printer model requires a specific toner type and shape. Check the expiration date of the cartridge, since expired toner cartridge can have poor print quality. Toner may clump, degrade, or settle uneven, leading to streaks, faded text, or spotty output. Toner can lose electrostatic properties, make it harder to transfer or fuse properly. It can cause fuser bonding problems as toner may not fuse well to paper, resulting in smearing or rubbing off easily. Vendor may not support printer or related warranty claims. When installing toner cartridge, to gently shake the cartridge to distribute the toner evenly. You typically have to pull a plastic tab, which will pull out plastic tape to release the toner. Don't forget to read the directions or manual. Lastly, you should not touch the electrophoto drum with your fingers. Some printers and copy machines will have multiple paper trays so you can accommodate different paper sizes and types of paper such as letterhead. Printers usually print on a single side. If you need two-side printing, known as duplexing, you will print on one side, flip the paper, and print on the other side. It does not print on both sides simultaneously. Some printers and copy machines will have the feature built in, or it is an add-on feature such as the duplex tray. In laser printers, the pickup roller picks up paper one page at a time. If multiple pages are picked up at once, they will likely cause paper jams. The pickup roller should be periodically cleaned or replaced. A separation pad pulls the top sheet from the paper tray. While it is small and inexpensive, it's easy to clean or replace. Eventually, you'll have to deal with paper jams. Look for pictures and guides on how to open up a printer or copy machine. Often there will be extra doors, levers, and knobs to adjust to get to a paper jam. Do not force the paper out. Yanking paper can damage rollers or tear the paper, leaving fragments inside. You should follow the manuals for maintenance. Most printers and copy machines will have maintenance kits that contain various parts to replace in the printer, which may include rollers and a fuser. Refer to the manual. Calibration should be performed at a regular interval. Printers can be calibrated by using the controls on the printer. Again, refer to the manual. You may need to clean the printer as paper, toner, and dust accumulate in printers. Many printers have a cleaning mode. Typically, we use water or isopropyl alcohol to clean. Don't use harsh chemicals. Again, refer to the manual. 3D printers print an object in 3 dimensions based on the electronic model, which is usually done layer by layer. It allows for rapid prototyping, which can be done quickly and inexpensively. 3D printers are divided into filament printing or resin printing. Filament printing uses fuse disposition modeling, or FDM, which melt filament to print 3D objects. It prints from the bottom to top, 1 layer at a time. It has a larger print bed compared to resin printers, and the filament is easy to manage. These printers have a minimum mess and have fewer disposal issues. The print bed is a flat adhesive surface that the object is built on. The resin printer offers smooth and finely detailed 3D prints. They use the stereolithography or SLA, whereas the resin is hardened using light source such as ultraviolet light or laser. Many hang the object being created from the top and layers are added at the bottom. When dealing with resin, you must wear protective gear. Resin is considered hazardous material when in liquid or uncured form. In addition, resin printers are more expensive compared to filament 3D printing. The print bed in filament printing is a flat adhesive surface that needs to be level and clean. In resin 3D printing, the print bed, often called the build plate, is the metal platform that lowers into the vat of liquid resin and lifts the print layer by layer out of the resin. An example of 3D printing being used in the dentist's office, where the dentist will use a scanner wand to take measurements of the tooth, and then use a 3D printer to make a dental crown in about an hour. Question: you have a printer that uses a ribbon that produces faded text or images when printing. What type of printer are you working on? Answer: impact printer or dot matrix printer. Question: what type of printer prints the fastest? Answer: laser printer. Question: what type of printer uses a filament? Answer: 3D. Question: you need a new printer with the requirement that all documents be printed in duplicate. Which of the following will produce the most cost-effective duplicate printouts with the least amount of effort? Answer: impact printer. Question: you're replacing the toner cartridge in the laser printer. Which of the following steps should the technician complete first? Choose 2 answers. Answer: check the expiration date of the cartridge and ensure the cartridge is the correct model. For more information, refer to these sites. In summary, A printer is a commonly used output device that prints text or pictures on paper. Impact printer or dot matrix printer transfers ink onto the paper by pressing or striking pins or wires against a ribbon. Dot matrix printers are the only printers that can do multiple part forms using impact printer papers and forms. Thermal printers have text and images which are created where the heat is applied. Inkjet printers work by spraying small droplets of ionized ink onto a sheet of paper. Laser printers, including copy machines, use an electrophoto or EP process to form images on paper with toner. They produce very high quality print and have fast printer speeds. 3D printers print an object in 3D dimensions based on an electronic model. Thank you for watching this video. The next video will be Printers and Multifunction Devices, Part 2, Multifunction Devices and Printers and Settings. If you like this video, click the like button, and if you have not already, subscribe to the Pat Has Your Back channel. Thank you.